My name is Eric Lumalas. I work for Moja EV Kenya. I work directly for the CEO.
So just talk about what you launched, the public infrastructure.
For today, we were dealing with the elephant in the country right now. Because when you talk about EVs, there's only one question that comes up. Do you have enough charging stations? What happens if I want to charge my vehicle? So apart from the chargers that we put in the vehicle for emergency, apart from the charger that we install at your home, which is about 7 kilowatts, we're also doing the 80 kilowatts charging stations all around the country. By end of the year, we are hoping that we'll have at least 100 charging stations. That is in collaboration with other partners. We have EV Charger, we have Kenya Power, if they'll come on board. We are willing to work with them.
How much you get the charging? What's the cost for charging?
For that, we had the EPRA and Kenya Power launch, where Kenya Power say that they will have 16 shillings per unit during peak hours for those charging stations, and 8 shillings per unit during not peak hours. So that is 16 shillings and 8. That is set by Kenya Power, not us.
And what's the impact of now rolling out this infrastructure? You're going to boost uptake of...
Yes, because for Moja EV, we need to push units into the market. The only way we can do this if we have proper infrastructure where I can drive comfortably from here to Kisumu without being worried, where I can stop in Naivasha or I can stop in Mau Summit. As I take my lunch or as I buy viazi on the road, I can charge the car for 15 minutes, I'm on the way. So those are the kind of infrastructures we want to put in place.
How many charging stations do you have so far?
So far in the country, not just ours.
No.
In the country in Kenya right now, we have around 37 charging stations. That is including the ones in Naivasha, Nakuru, one in Kisumu, one in Mombasa, and the rest are in Nairobi.
How much do you sell the small units, the small charging units? Do you sell?
The small charging units we've not started selling, but what I've seen in the market, one small unit is about 100,000 shillings.
I'm curious to know, you've talked about partnerships with various stakeholders. What are some of those maybe policy directions or partnerships you are targeting with the government overall in trying to make EV adoption pick up, even if it's rolling out of this infrastructure or the vehicles themselves?
The most important,
assembly, especially also in assembly.
as you saw last time, we are already in agreement with AVA in Mombasa. Right now, we need certification and recommendation for the Ministry of Industrialization. From there, we also need certification from the Treasury. So these are a lot of bureaucracies that we have to go through for this to happen. And we are ready to do that. As you see, we've started the conversation. We have already done the report for the Ministry of Industrialization. We're also doing a report for the Ministry of Treasury. And after that, we see where we're going.
So you're calling for less bureaucracy?
Yes, because you see right now, for any person to come and do manufacturing in Kenya is an issue. We have crazy taxations that are going on. We have policy issue. As you see, even the cabinet has been changed. So it's something that a lot of people are actually not talking about it, mostly about the country. But in the future, I hope it will change and we'll be able to push more units into the market.
For example, if you assemble this NetAV here in Kenya, what would be the price point for such a vehicle?
I mean, right now we are paying almost 90%, 100% duty, just the same as importing a second-hand vehicle. So if we start assembling here and we don't have to pay that much duty, I think it will be great. This car will be very cheap. Anybody can be able to own it.
You're planning to set up your own assembly?
Yes, in a 5 years' time, that is what we are trying to do. If the startup with AVA will work, we are planning to do a full assembly here in Kenya, whereby we'll even organize to do the chassis of the vehicle and some of the moving parts here locally, so that the only thing we can import from outside the country will be the battery, the motor, and maybe the body of the vehicle. But all the other parts, the chassis, the metallic part of the vehicle will be actually done here in the country.
Oh, you have partners who already have these materials?
Yes, we already have people who are doing the materials here in country.
How many taxi companies have you registered so far?
For now, we're actually dealing with taxi associations and taxi companies. We have talked to most of them. We've talked to Kenatco, sorry. We've talked to Kenatco, we've talked to Uber, we've talked to Bolt, we've talked to Little Cabs, we've talked to Yego, as you can see, Yego is here already, and Jim's Cab, and all of them actually want to adapt our system because it's cheaper, and maybe the investment capital is on the higher side, but when it comes to running, cost is actually very, very low because this car has no engine. So the cost is very, very low.
Do you have a number, a specific number of the taxis companies that you have registered association with?
As per now, when you talk to us, when you include the associations, both from Mombasa and Nairobi, we are talking at least 27 associations and taxi companies that we have actually sat down and have a meeting with.
Thank you very much for your time.